Hey everybody, how's it going? Got a couple of pickups here, then I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things. Picked up this Reshiram tin, cost me $91, which is a pretty good price. Still has this little thing on there. It's got a little rip right here, but you can't be picky when these things are as old as they are. I mean, that's it's going to be 10 years old. So I think I got one or two of these. But as you know, all the Pokemon just keeps going up. So you gotta pick up this stuff when you can find decent prices, on eBay. And I picked up another one of these lunch boxes, paid $60. This is the one that went around the country because the guy sent it to somebody else, and then that guy had to send it to me, and then I had to send that guy's package to him. It was a big pain in the ass. Sometimes you have to deal with stuff like that on eBay. Nothing you can do about it. But I'm glad the tin's nice. So I think these are going to be going up too. These Aura tins that I paid, like $80 for, $60 to $80. I think the most I paid was maybe $100. I sort of doubt that. There's people listing these for $350 right now on eBay. So that's how much this has gone up. You can't find them for under $150. I've not seen any for $150. I think maybe there's one for sale for $150, but it's probably sold. Anyway, I picked up this too. This is Polish Mysterious Treasures, Diamond and Pearl. With all the craziness that's going on in Pokemon, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, it's almost impossible to find decent things out there that are reasonably priced, that are good investments. This has a couple good reasons as why these are good investments, and I'll tell you why. Is nobody's going to try to fake these, because there's been stories out there of people are reselling boxes with shrink wrap and selling expensive boxes, and nobody's going to do that with another language. It's like unheard of. I wouldn't believe it if somebody told me. I'd be, yeah, it's a lie. It's a rumor, because there's a lot of information. As Trump would say, fake news. Anyway, I paid $400 for this. It was like $395 or something like that. That's a really good deal with tax and shipping. This came clear from overseas, and it got to me really fast. So the guy gave me a good deal on it. And I tell you, I like this box because it's sharp. And every time I would try to buy one of these, the seller would him haul around, and somebody else would buy it before me for a little bit more money. So I've never bought one that is English, and I really like the color on it. They did a nice job. Okay, so it's a very pretty box, and it's sure to go up in value because if I paid $400 and these are selling for almost $4,000 in that range, $3,000 to $5,000. This is 10% of what the English version is, and that's a good deal. I was sort of staying away from some of the different language versions of Pokemon, so I was sort of unsure of it. Like if I would buy a Magic, I bought 4th edition Magic, there was a different language, but it was black border, so it's guaranteed to go up, and it did. It skyrocketed. But these Pokemon packs, they weren't really that going up that much, not that desirable. But now, because of all the stuff that's happening with base, a different language of base is not much different than it's still cheaper, but it's because of that, I think people are more interested in buying the other languages as an investment or as a collectible, and therefore this stuff has gone up. Because I remember buying the Spanish versions of Heart, Silver, Gold for $100, and now they're $300, $350, all the way up to $500 or more. And that was 2 years ago, so those went up by a factor of 3 to 5 times. So I think this is solid investment. These are so rare you can't find them. The Spanish Heart Silver, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, I see a lot of those. I think maybe that's why they're they're not going up in price, because there's still a lot of them out there. Not a lot, but a few. And also they're half boxes. They're not a full booster box. This is exactly the same as a full Diamond and Pearl booster box. And the reason why I was looking to spend some more stuff in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and Black and White is because the everything before this, like all the EX stuff, and especially the Wizards of the Coast stuff, it's just going up insane. People are I'll get to that in a second about the prices, but so I'm trying to pick up some more Diamond and Pearl, Black and White, and platinum type stuff, and heart gold and soul silver. But it's hard because it's all very expensive. So anyway, a few things I was going to tell you. There's still scammers in the UK on eBay that are selling things cheap that have no intention of selling you the box. They're trying to scam people out of money. And I was going to talk to you about some of the stuff that's going on. It's sort of annoying. There are two types of eBay Pokemon sellers now. There are normal sellers, and then there's these posers who have no intention of selling at a fair price. There's a guy that has a box of first edition Revelation for $125,000. I talked to him months ago when he put it up there. I thought he made a mistake because I was looking at maybe buying a box for like $12,000, which would be like, you know, if you put an extra zero on $12,000, that's $125,000. He goes, oh no, I don't care if I sell it. He's one of many, okay? And they actually ruined the market. Rudy at Alpha Investments had a video I watched the other day. He was bragging about how he had a box of base 2 and it was at $5,000, you know, months ago, and he just kept raising it up, and now it's like $25,000. He has no intention of selling it. He just put it on there. So when you have people doing that, the prices are going to be higher than what they should. And right now I think a lot of the boxes are higher than what they should. And you can't even go by like if somebody pays on auction $3,000 or $5,000 for a plasma storm, right? These are hard to get and they're expensive. Say they auction it off and it goes for $4,000. You don't know if that is a real sale because there's a lot of people out there that will bid this stuff up and have no intention of buying it. And so it looks like it's worth $4,000, but they didn't even pay for it. Okay, so the guy might relist it or just say heck with it for a while and relist it later when the prices come up a little bit. I've heard many stories from some of my eBay partners and friends. I had a friend of mine sell a Spider-Man t-shirt, real old school, and a guy offered him like $1,500 for it, and he said, no, I'm going to let the auction run. So the auction ran and went over $2,000, went to like $3,000, and my friend gets a message from that guy like, hey, how do you like that now? You know, that's what you get for not accepting my offer. The guy just bid it up and then didn't even pay for it. And eBay doesn't do nothing to these people except give them a unpaid buyer check mark. And after they get 3 of them, I think they may be suspended or something like that. So there's people out there that will bid your stuff up, and that's over a time period too. So I imagine like if after 6 months that probably goes away. It's like speeding tickets. I'm not sure, I've never done that, you know. I try to be honest, and if I'm going to spend my time, I'm going to, but there's people out there that do that. They will bid stuff up on purpose just to screw the seller. Maybe they don't like the seller, or they want to bid things up. And that's what I've noticed too is, you know, like if a box of platinum comes out and everybody's selling this for $2,000. Then somebody puts one up for $6,000. All of a sudden, all the people that were selling this for $2,000 raise their prices up to $5,000. And a lot of stuff doesn't sell. You know, some of it does sell. You know, I'm just like noticing that right now I think these prices are a little bit high. And these people, they don't even want to sell their box. You know, I was talking to a guy briefly about a box of Magma Team Aqua, you know, that came right after the Wizards of the Coast stuff, and he just keeps raising the price. I'm not going to buy it because he's actually asking for more than what I think it's worth right now, right? And the problem is there's not anybody else out there selling that on eBay. So first it was $9,000, then it's $10,000, now it's at $12,500. You know, so me as a buyer, that turns me off. And it probably does, you know, and there's not a lot of people that are going to spend that much money on a box. You know, yes, there are some people, but not a lot. And it just seems to be the climate right now is for these people to raise the prices, and to the point where only a few people are going to want to pay that. Like, I think people that are going to pay that are YouTubers that open the box up and do a box break and then sell the packs off because they don't care, because they just want it for their little business, you know. I'm almost 100% sure I was looking at buying a box, and Pokerev bought it off of eBay and then just sold it like a week later, because it looked like it was an identical box. It was the same box, but you know, it looked like identical when they opened it with the plastic. You have no verification for that, but that's just what happens. You look at something, and then an hour later, while you're thinking about buying it, it sells. So, and that also feeds the high price market, because if this stuff is selling, the sellers are just going to keep raising the prices, and we're forced, if we want to collect or invest in this stuff, we're forced to pay the higher prices, whether we like it or not. Like I said in the other video, it's a double-edged sword. If you own the stuff and it goes up, that's good. On the other hand, it's hard to buy stuff at a reasonable, fair price, because the prices are changing daily. You know, I was talking to a seller about buying a box of Call of Legends, and he raised it $1,000 while I was talking to him. Like, okay, I was hoping to get it for a decent price, a little bit of a deal, and now it's like $1,000 more. Well, I'm not going to get it as a deal now. I'm going to be paying regular price for it, because I think this stuff, all this stuff, is overpriced. You know, probably at least 20 to 30% the stuff is overpriced. And like I said, I'm just beating a dead horse now. It's very difficult to buy things at a decent price with the way things are going with these people. They don't really care. Some of them do, but some of them don't. And these posers, those are the ones that are ruining the collectible market, because they're charging too much money for some of their stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think I went over as much as I want to go over today about investing in Pokemon. But I really like this box. Very colorful. So anyway, give me a like. And I got some more stuff coming in, and I'll post a video when it comes in.